building. I love the positive messages that y'all are spending. You're making my job easier. Like, what I feel like I'm always getting the negative side of things. I always see it, but it really is like we can make so many changes if we let the good men lead, if they want to step up to that mantle. And that's not me trying to push gender roles on anybody, because if anybody knows anything about me, I'm running for president. It's not that I don't think women have the ability to lead. What I'm saying is that Black men that want to be with us should be allowed to, but the ones that are dangerous, we should go ahead and not promote them in any way, shape, or form. Like, I watched that live. Like, people gave Moses coins.
Wow. Yeah, that was wild. And you know what? There was a lot of Black women in that comment section who hated me and didn't even care about anything I mentioned as far as like the things that Moses and other individuals did. And they were just like, we don't care. We just don't like you. And I was like, oh. I'm like, oh, okay. Alrighty. My bad.
But if I wanted to take it on a regular Jasmine channel, like, comment, vote Sherman in 2024, guaranteed housing, healthcare, and education. My website tells you exactly how we're paying for all of those things.
Absolutely, 100%. And anytime you spoke against Moses, they would mute you.
They would. Like, he didn't have it. It was not a, it wasn't an evaluation.
Hold on, y'all. Because this
and they still,
like a white woman
and they
just
still
said that it's not black and white, something American. So y'all already know what time it is. Buckle up. And she just hopped in the box.
I want this to be a country that protects Black women, and the best way we can do that is to provide independence for our women. And what that means is you need your universal basic income, that additional $2,500 or $3,000 a month in your house, even though you don't have to pay rent. That will help you. You won't have to pay mortgages. That will help you. Free education. Right now in this country, Black women are the most educated demographic in this nation, and we want to put all of our people there. All of our people can be with us, but we have to make education free. We have to stop pigeonholing ourselves. We have to abolish prisons so our men can't be locked up.
Pet KA 1989. I don't know what's going on with your page, but I see your comment. It's 2022 and it's not black or white. It's just a woman. Maybe in America is, but nowhere in world is. Then you go on to say, and women gave bullshit towards them, but we're stronger and we win. What do you mean by that?
This ain't my conversation, so I'm gonna go ahead and step down. I'm gonna let y'all have this.
I appreciate you, Petty. I'm trying to figure out. I don't know, y'all. Listen, y'all. I don't know. Something going on with their page, so I just dropped them. They'll come back, but that's what they just said in the comments.
So because I'm running for president, I am unable to block anyone. I'm not allowed to stop any potential constituent from having access to an elected official. So on this app, I get a lot of trolls. They come through and I can't do anything. Now, that's not to say about this person. I just mean as I'm in your live, there could be more non-melanated people joining to say toxic things.
I got you. And I completely understand. I'm just trying to understand what she's talking about, which is, completely unrelated to the conversation, or is it related to the conversation? And then she had the gumption to hop in the box. Hey, talk your talk. Talk your talk. I don't know what's going on with her page, but it's not connecting. I don't know. Maybe it's the McDonald's Wi-Fi. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And I would love to address her. Or hold on, Tears of an Artist. I got you. How you doing,
Hey guys. Sorry. First things first, I'm sorry about everything that you're going through, Ispeak. I had one question for you. Do you need a lawyer that is both in Hawaii, that has a license to practice in both Hawaii and Georgia? Or can it just be in one?
Hawaii and North Carolina.
In North Carolina?
And now Florida, because that's the last known location of Ashley Cohen, Davenport, Florida, and Fayetteville, North Carolina.
So they have to be in all 3 locations.
We'll be able to practice in all 3.
Got it. Just wanted to make sure before I sent anybody we could possibly help. Yeah, I know that when you're dealing with over state lines, there's a lot of legalities that goes into that. That's a lot more of a headache. Secondly, it just annoys me when women do this particular thing. The women like her, the women like Amber Heard, or even Carol Bryant, as you said, these women destroy it and make laws come into place that stop women who need to speak up, women who have horrendous, and men. It makes it harder for men to even speak their piece about the things that happen to them. So I just wanted to make sure I said to everybody in the comments, the 800, because at least statistically, at least a good 1/3 of you are trolls who just want to sit here and talk crap. Please stop. Y'all don't realize that what you're literally doing are destroying the voices of people who are truly going through probably the most horrendous things in the world. And as a person who works in this, who works with women who are traumatized by this, y'all don't understand what you're doing. You have no idea what you're doing.
Right.
I understand what they've done. That's why all the kids, all of those kids that are out there, they have to be processed. Currently, our justice system only convicts, police only catch 2% of people. That's it. The rest, all the black people they let out of jail, 50% of us are released because we weren't supposed to be incarcerated in the first place. I do see people asking me questions about what it means to abolish the system as it knows. What we would be doing is we would be going to a restorative justice model, which means people in your neighborhood. So we would be abolishing police and paying you, the individual citizen, to be part of your own neighborhood watch, to police your own streets. That money that we pay strangers to come into your neighborhood would go to you. That would go to your family, for you to watch your own children. And so what that means is, instead of us having a criminal justice system that separates the black community and takes fathers out of the home or mothers out of the home, we would use a restorative justice, because by eliminating poverty, most of the crime goes away anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what. And then the pecker, I think she's back in your box. Like, if you don't quite understand what we mean by why it's black and white, you don't understand the process of what it is to be a black woman. And it's normally the case.
Hold on. She said me saying she got McDonald's Wi-Fi is disrespectful. Man, do you know what sarcasm is?
Are you kidding me?
That's hilarious.
I'm the one who coined that term. It's a joke.
Right.
What? Come on.
I don't even know where you are and what you're doing. But you coming up on this live and your connection being bad, that's not my fault. Ispeak, check Instagram. Okay. I was gonna allow you to get in the box.
You know what? She ain't got McDonald's Wi-Fi. She got Goodwill Wi-Fi. How about that? How about that? Now that's
you play too much.
Right. She mad at that. Get back in the box then.
And someone said it, you're in black spaces not understanding the nuances as to why we're saying black and white. You're mad, and you're big mad, because the world is starting to recognize something different that they should have recognized since the inception of America. Stop trying to make it seem like we are just talking out our butts. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Have a little bit more respect for the person next to you and the experiences they have. You don't know it. You can't understand it. And shut up.
Nah, she be tweaking. I gotta go back in on her again. I'm sorry, bro. That's wild. Like, what you need to do is literally get in that little Honda Civic of yours, put that bitch in park, and think about your life. If you're really sitting here getting mad because of a Wi-Fi joke, like, what?
Right.
Next time she tell a story, Pat, she's gonna say that was racially motivated.
Oh yeah.
To be clear, though, if you invite them back on the stage, if they're not from America, I can't talk to them about American politics, because that would be foreign interference.
I got you. I don't think she's American. Well, let's ask her in the comments, because she hasn't hopped back up in the box. Are you from America, ma'am? Sir, person? I don't know how to address you. Individual in the comments. Are you from America? Not too much on the Honda Civics. I don't think she has 1K. But she hopped in the box twice before.
That's proof that she's not American then.
Yeah, you can, if you're in other countries, depending on like some other countries, you can go at 200, but you can't start alive. I am running for president in 2024. My website is fatsocialist.com or jasminesherman2024.com. Someone just donated another domain, so probably tomorrow or Tuesday, you'll be able to see at thesocialistdispensary.com as well.
All right. Let me go and actually, because I think her...
I hate when people sit here and say, "Oh, she gifted you though." So what? So just because somebody gifts somebody, don't mean they gotta hop up in here and be weird and disrespectful. Like at that point, just keep your money. We don't need it.
Facts. And all money ain't good money. Oh yeah, she got 651 followers. Yeah.
Yeah, Kaylee, you could use your VPN and do the same thing if
Get
you did it correctly.
Get out of here. We ain't even worried about that goofy no more. But so Tears of an Artist, I appreciate you, Mama. Thank you for coming up. I'm gonna bring up 2 more people.
All right. See you guys.
Alrighty.
Hey.
What's up, chick?
Nothing much. I just wanted to be on here just real quick, and I just want to say what they're doing is completely sick, and I work at a residential psych ward right now, and we just had a patient leave, so we have room for them, but they have to provide their transportation. I know, joke. But anyway, I just want to say that you are just amazing. You're a role model. You're oh my God, what's the word? It just slipped my mind. You're a role model. You're just very positive. You have grace. You have class, and it's something that these goofies will never achieve. So that's what I wanted to say. And I hope, just stay strong, and I hope you have a good day.
All right. Thank you so very much.
Okay. Bye. Oops.
In their particular hospital, there may be beds, but in other hospitals around the country, there are not beds. In other places around this country, we have cities and towns that make up counties that do not have hospitals at all.
Oh, wow. Now, why y'all didn't laugh at her joke? She made a joke?
Made a joke about mental health. Like that there was room in the ward for people with problems.
Oh, okay. My apologies. Sorry.
Yo, and someone named That's Not Destiny wanted to come up.
I mean, she got over 1,000. Hop in the box. All I ask is that you be respectful. That's it. I got plenty of videos posted. Wait, before she even hops up here, what is your question about? Because if it's something that we've already covered, one thing I have no wherewithal to engage in is cyclical conversation. So if we've already answered the question, then I would prefer you just stay down there in the audience, because you're going to come up here and you're going to embarrass yourself. And I don't want that to happen. So what is your question in regard to? I thought it was hilarious. No, you didn't. Well, I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but I didn't see anybody say that they were offended by it. They were just saying that we didn't acknowledge your joke, and I do apologize. Sure, that's not Destiny. No, I'm asking Destiny, what is your question about? Before you come up here and ask something that's already been covered. That's what I'm asking. You know I'm a supporter. I stay around and talk about farts with y'all. No, Destiny the creator, not you. Not you. There's another Destiny that's seeking to come up on the live. And I just know I don't want nobody playing the victim. Because you're going to come up here and ask something that's already been asked, and they're going to eat you alive in them comments. And then you're going to get to blaming me. I don't know how to explain it in writing, but it's a question I have about me being mixed. Got you. That's not the conversation we having. Got you. I don't mind you asking your question, but that's not the conversation that we having, and I don't want to divert away from what we're talking about. So you can message me individually. I don't want to shut you all the way down. Message me individually on Instagram, and we can talk privately. But that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, we gotta normalize that because that be happening a lot in my lives. I be sitting here and be trying to be talking about one specific topic, and then somebody come in the box.
Right, like completely outside of the spectrum of what we talking about. And that's not to shit on you. Like I said, that's just not the conversation that we having. You know what I'm saying? So message me, you know what I'm saying, individually on Instagram, and we can have a conversation. My Instagram DMs are open.
Yeah, Susan, your situation is not uncommon, and we are going to, when I'm elected, put a medical facility within every zip code. There is no excuse that if someone gets hurt, they have to drive 2 hours to get medical care. I fully understand, and we will be addressing that. We will also be improving the education fast track. So when you have juniors and seniors in high school that we already know want to go into the medical field, we will be making sure they can have dual enrollment to start so we can increase the amount of doctors we have available.
Hey, hold on just a second. If I'm not mistaken, City Cat is also a black woman, correct? An older black woman?
I don't know them.
Yes. Okay, so what we're not going to do in this comment section is advocate for violence against black women. Now, everyone has a right to defend themselves, but Placebo is still a black woman. City Cat is still a black woman. And we're not going to be in this comments advocating for violence against them. Now, if they seek to harm someone and someone defends themselves, then I have no problem with that. But we're not making jokes about harming black women. We're not doing that. I could give a damn about either one of them, honestly. But we're not going to do that. Joke or not, we're not going to do that. So, Stacey, I don't want to see that in my comment section ever again. I understand y'all want to make jokes. I understand y'all want to be in my corner. Whatever. You can talk about her edges, her crooked wigs, her crunchy wigs, all that. But we're not even joking about violence toward black women. We're not doing that. Absolutely not. No. No.
And what's crazy is that I correct that in my lives as well, but they would never give us that grace. They want men to touch us. They want men to unalive us.
Our integrity, though, is what's going to shine through. So they don't have to acknowledge it themselves. Oh, yeah, them crunchy wigs and no edges? Yeah, we can talk about that. Absolutely.
All day.
The big-ass eyebrows? Absolutely. We can definitely talk about that.
The IMAX forehead? Oh, don't get me started, bro.
Oh, yeah. She don't have dreams. She have motion pictures. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, we can definitely talk about that. But what we ain't going to do is talk about violence against them. We're not doing that. We're not going to do that. Her wig be throwing up gang signs. I'm weak as fuck. My apologies. Hey, apology accepted. And I know you didn't mean, you know what I'm saying? I know you meant it as a joke. I read the whole comment, but we just not doing that. We just not doing that. What's up, Aries?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What's up?
Okay, I'm just coming in on the back end of everything, but I just want you guys to know, going with Patrick too, because I sent Patrick IG message. It's a particular woman that be in the outside, feeding him, and be in our side, feeding y'all. I gave Pat the information, IG the information. You know, I'm that type that I'm incognito I move in silence. So all I want to let you guys know that if you see a message from me and I screenshot it, it's in 4K, literally 4K.
Send it to me too.
What's your Instagram?
Aries, it's Aries Girl. I will send it to you. Ispeak, and
Okay.
I already have it in his IG. But when I go, listen, when I go incognito, no one knows my incognito name. That's the way I like to keep it. Okay? But there's a lot of people that I no problem. I have no problem sending it to you again. But it's just the fact that these people are in your faces. They keep up the drama. And as a matter of fact, me and Vega, your girl was talking about it. And I said, yo, just let Pat know I'm going to send him some information. I catch people stuff in 4K, snapshot it, and I send it off. Because everyone is not for you guys. They in the ops talking about something. Even this particular person was talking about Crystal Craig giving her money and she's still with her abusive man. However, I don't know. But I have it. I have that screenshot. And I sent it to, the petties. And it was sent over. Everyone is not here for you guys. Just to let y'all know, I'm that person that moves in silence. That's it. I move in silence, okay? And we're gonna leave it at that. And if I send something and I tap your people, just check it out. Love you guys. And don't worry about that. That woman don't have a soul. She's hurting. You got this, Pat. You got this. I was in from the beginning. I seen everything as it's transpired from the beginning. You guys got this. God is all over you guys. Don't let the devil do their work because God is already 10 steps ahead. And I'm going to drop out.
Definitely. Appreciate you, Mama.
Of course.
Snobcast, if you email my staff and tell them that we will make sure you get what you need so you can go live. Nails Breed, just so you know, we must gut DPS, Child Protective Services, and Department of Family Health Services. They do not currently help marginalized communities. We often take babies from poor parents and then pay middle-class people to watch and abuse these children. We're not going to do it anymore. We are going to keep the children in the home. I normally am able to tell you if you go to my website, you can read the policy. It is not complete yet. We are currently working on fixing the restorative justice. So instead of having a judge to go through because a cop has arrested you, we will not have police anymore. We will not have that kind of system. We will not have to do that. But you go to fatsocialist.com under my universal healthcare policy. We have worked out how to get new doctors, more nurses, and make sure that you have. We are going to strain on you, Crazy Brie. If you have any questions, you can schedule a meeting via my website. But we do have a plan, and it does start by bringing all of our troops home.
If you guys have a chance, can you guys tell Ispeak I have to go because my connection is ass on the highway?
I got you, Pat.
Drive safe.
All right, back. Thank you.
Yay!
That's it.
When you say how will real children do what we're doing in the United States, this is probably going to make a lot of people upset, is we are making corporal punishment illegal. You will not be able to strike your children physically anymore. You can't hit an adult. You should learn how to speak to your children. We are going to make sure you don't have those pressures on you. We are going to make sure that there is a therapist in every school because we are making mental health treatment part of the requirements for your education. The same way you have a math credit, you've got therapy. The same way teachers are in the school, janitors, nurses, they will also have therapy. We can't fix this country using our fist. It's not going to work. Even the way we're structuring school, that is up. My education policy is already up, and you can see how it is transforming. We're going to a Montessori system. So right now, what I can tell you is children will be growing vegetables in the classroom again. So there will be a garden in every classroom in the United States of America. There will be a surplus of food.
Pat left?
He told us to tell you that
his Wi-Fi is dead. But Ispeak, I gotta go. I just wanted to tell you I bought a hoodie. I was trying to get it
Which
to
one?
you, but I don't know if you got it. I ordered a hoodie from your merch earlier today.
Oh, lit. Okay.
Yeah, cause I was like, my birthday coming up. Let me get something to go with my Jordan. So
hey,
support you and do that. So
definitely. Listen, if you do a video in it, tag me, and I'll duet it.
You listen. That you know it. I gotta support you. I supported your wife. I gotta do you.
Absolutely, I appreciate it.
So y'all have a good one. Y'all take care.
Definitely.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm just killing the vibe of your live. Everybody's leaving. I'm sorry. Do you need me to drop it?
Listen. You good. They was actually asking you questions. I thought you was going to drop in the beginning, but then they started asking you questions. I'm like, by all means. I mean, we got the people here. Might as well give them some tangible information.
Sure. Any questions you guys have, I will glad to answer them. A lot of people don't get to see my videos because they're suppressed. I've got over 70 followers and only 70 people see them. But for the most part, if you are Black, just so you know, we are giving you reparations. It will come out in 48 payments, $4,000 a time. And I know people are like, well, that's only $192,000, but you won't have rent anymore. You won't have a mortgage anymore. You won't have utilities to pay for, not even the internet. You'll only be paying for things that are not your basic human needs. It has. But I post on everything. So for middle class people, you're not going to have rent anymore. You're not going to have a mortgage anymore. We're also moving to an index living wage. So every time, let's say you work at Chrysler, every time Chrysler raises their car prices, they have to raise their wages. Every time Walmart raises their prices, they will have to raise their wages. That's how we'll combat inflation. Oh my gosh, thank you. We will be legalizing let me start over. We will be decriminalizing all drugs and putting a safe use facility in every community. We will also, under your universal health care, be providing for your dental, your vision, your mental health. When people go to apply for disability, you will get it on the first apply. If we find you are not disabled, you will lose it. It's very simple. So I don't want to lie to you and say that I'm really about Black people. I'm a Black person. I'm about myself. That one's very easy. But all of my policies are for all people. Yeah, so we're going to change that. We're going to be putting an age cap of 65. People, thank you for your service. And that will apply to Congress and the Senate as well. So the problem with the trust that people keep speaking about is I need to make moves quickly in 4 years. Y'all are more than welcome to not get the reparations check I'm going to give you and wait for that trust stuff to work out. But I only can tell you what I can legally do now. When someone robs you, who do you call now? You call your friends and family and complain that you just got robbed. Police do not prevent crime. They come and write the report after it has occurred. We are switching to a neighborhood platform. So neighborhood watch. You would watch your own streets. I do know exactly what you're talking about. Yes. Coming on free television. One of the things, if you guys are paying attention to what's happening in Mississippi, I I first need to let you know Joe Biden. Joe Biden is a white supremacist. That man has the ability to save the people in Jackson, and instead of evacuating them,
Jazz.
You can't say that? My bad.
Active duty service member.
My bad.
Active duty service member.
Did not know. We will be bringing our troops home, though.
You can definitely talk about, what has taken place as a result of his administration, because that's factual information. But we over here, I gotta.
Yes, I feel like totally.
I gotta walk a fine line, and that's.
Yeah, that's very fair. You did the right thing. So let me say it like this: the president has the power to evacuate citizens in dangerous situations. He can do that in the country. The fact that he has chosen not to evacuate the students and citizens of Jackson, Mississippi, speaks volumes. For the person that's asking how it's possible to implement all these changes, I do not plan to go through the Congress or the Senate. I plan to use executive order. That's why when I tell you to go through my website, the policy that you see is going to be converted, which is what our lawyers are doing, to convert those into legal documents now. So that way, when I'm elected, we sign executive orders. The goal is to overwhelm the courts so that when they're trying to decide what they're going to do or which things they're going to bat, is Nancy Pelosi going to worry about your guaranteed housing bill or the fact that she's now getting an index living wage like you are? Is Nancy Pelosi going to be concerned with the fact that we have ended houselessness for 90 days? Or is she going to be concerned with the fact that she can't have $40,000 for a budget to buy furniture every time she's reelected? I am running for president. For the person that said executive orders aren't permanent, I didn't promise you that they were. What I can promise you is that there are executive orders that will trigger new elections, and you, the American public, can do your job and due diligence to maintain the government that you want. My job and my goal here is just to help you with the reset. I am not going to be a slave for our community. You guys have to be diligent. You have to be active in your government. It is more than a one-day thing every 4 years.
Facts. Yep.
So when you say executive orders aren't permanent, no law is permanent. Look at the fact we're dealing with Roe versus Wade. Pretty soon, people are not going to be in interracial relationships. Who knows what the next group of court documents are doing? We are getting rid of all prisons. There will be no more need for bail. Your family belongs at home with you, not being harmed behind 4 walls and cages like animals. So you are an educator and you rent out homes. You will not have those homes to rent out anymore. Correct. They're not paying you rent. We are decommodifying housing. We are decommodifying everything needed for basic human rights. On your worst day, when you lose your job, you will never again have to worry about what your family is going to do or how you're going to eat, because it won't matter. You just lost the job and need to go look for another one. So I'm not removing the death penalty. If you decide that that person is a danger to your community, they will be gone in 365 days. I'm not a pacifist. Are people able to come to the box? There's a lot of questions going fast.
Yeah, if they have 1,000 followers, they can definitely come up on the live.
Melanin Queen, I'm giving you universal basic income. I'm removing mortgages and I'm removing utility bills. You won't need that income. The problem with capitalism is it exploits people for profit. The only way you get ahead is by getting ahead over someone else in our current system. What we are doing is decommodifying. That doesn't mean you can't go be great and start all the businesses you want. It's just when you get rich, it won't be off the backs of someone else.
When y'all come up, make sure y'all mute your mics. Give me just a second. One more person. Katie, mute your mic for me, please. All right. Miss Stacy, you have a question?
I do. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
Absolutely.
I wanted to ask Jasmine, what about, oh God, I lost my train of thought that quick. What about education, higher education, HBCUs and such, and
what specifically about them, Stacey?
Well, let's talk about the loans and the loans needing to be paid back. That's one thing. And what about free education?
So everyone is getting free education. We're canceling student debt. Every financial institution is FEDIC insured. That is not a problem. The same way Biden is pretending to wipe away $10,000 is the same day we will wipe away all debt. Money's not real. In regard to HBCUs, if it is a public college, then it will be 100% free. If it is a private college, you will use the funds that you save up to pay for it.
Got it. Okay.
And I mean all grade levels, no matter how many PhDs you get. If you get it at a public college, it's free.
Understood. Thank you. I really appreciate that, because right now my children are struggling with paying off their college debt. I know I struggle with mine, so I'd like to see it just disappear.
And it will when I'm elected. A vote for me is voting that it is an opportunity for the public to decide that they want something new. What a lot of people don't understand is, like, they tell you this is your government, your country, right? So voting for me is when I come out publicly and say a vote for me is a vote for term limits. A vote for me is a vote for an age cap, right? When we get me elected, when the Congress and the senators go, oh, well, the American people don't want that, y'all can look at them and be like, yes, the hell we do. This is literally what we sent them here to do.
Got it. Well, I appreciate you answering that question for me, and I'll definitely take a look at your information and pass it along.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Katie, go ahead. Oh, I just added somebody up. They can send another request. Go ahead, Katie.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I just want to say thank you so much for letting me up on your platform. I just have a quick question. And Jasmine, 2024, totally going to go for you. I think that your platform is amazing. And I can't wait to put my vote in for you. My one question was about policing our own neighborhoods, which I'm totally for. My question is that, do you have something set in place, like obviously an idea of how you're going to be able to do that between places like New York City and places like, I live in New York, but I live in the country, New York. So we're very far and few in between up here. So I was just wondering what your plan was with the difference between villages, towns, cities, and suburban areas, excuse me.
Of course. So we're going to a neighborhood watch system. The income that we were paying the local police department or constable in your area, that money is going to go to you. Citizens who sign up for first responder training, citizens who sign up for de-escalation training. Your neighborhood watch is going to be your police department. What this means is that it goes by your zip code. So if you know your zip code has a 5-digit number, there's usually a 4-digit number after it. Those would be the people that are in charge or qualified to police your specific area. That is how we are going to do it. We have not completed the entire policy, so I do not want to lie to you. What is going to happen nowadays is, like, for example, George Floyd. We all watched his murder. Do you know how much money was spent on that trial? We didn't need to have that trial. The community witnessed that man's murder. We wasted all of that time and money and re-traumatizing people, right? So our justice system clearly does not work as it's designed at all. For anybody that says the zip codes are massive, your postman gets to you every day. Like, it's 2022. Please stop forgetting that we have technology. We have cameras. The NSA is listening to you when you take a poo and your phone is in there. We are everywhere. And it's time that we go ahead and actually acknowledge that. We don't have to keep doing things like it's the 1950s just because our electorate our elected leaders are old. Does that make sense, Katie?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for answering that question.
Not a problem. I just want people to think about it. Vivaldi is a wonderful example of what community policing does and doesn't do. You had paid professionals that prevented actual parents from going inside to rescue their children. So for everyone that's like, cops are good or cops help us, cops do not keep you safe. Cops do not prevent crimes. Cops show up after the crime has occurred and they make a report. If it's a hostage situation, those cops are not allowed to handle it. They call someone else, a higher branch in law enforcement, which is why when people are like, well, how are you going to handle the really dangerous people? The National Guard didn't go away. I didn't get rid of them. If you need someone with a weapon, you will have access to that. But we're going to make you acknowledge if you're calling someone with a pew-pew, you are calling someone with a pew-pew.
Right,
Oh, thank you.
Well, that was it. I'll drop down. Thank you so much again, Aunt, for having me up here, and I hope everyone has a good night.
Absolutely.
I actually have one question for you.
Sure.
Actually two. One, when you say you're getting rid of jails, so what does that entail? Because what about like people who unalive others? And also, what are your feelings or what do you think will happen with reservations for Native people?
So let's address that question in two parts. First of all, when it comes to people that unalive, there's still a death penalty. You're just deciding, instead of some white dude with robes, it's going to be you, the community members, deciding what happens to people that mess around in your community. We're not making it law and order.